pirates. If you pirate, I don't care how much you say you like comics, you are not a comic book fan.
So I chose to stop your video right there because I disagree. Because I do agree that piracy is illegal. And to a degree it's wrong. But not everybody has the funds and the means to go out and buy comics. And I know someone's gonna make the excuse, but comics is $3. You're telling me that people can go out of their way and pay $3? Understand the context of how things work in life. People have to go out and buy food. People have to go out and pay bills. People have to pay car notes. So when people make all of these, all of these statements calling out people for not trying to spend $3, $2, or even $1 for a comic book, people are kind of missing context of how society works. Heck, food prices for even the littlest of things are going up drastically. So I'm not trying to hear that, comic books are only $3 or $2 or $1, so it's just an excuse. So what? So as wrong as someone would say piracy is for comics, if it's the most available source to read a comic book, then that's an excusable thing. It is an excusable thing that one should give someone if that's the only means to read a comic book. If someone can buy a comic book and it's if someone can buy a comic book and and they have the availability to, and in life isn't getting in the way of it, then by all means. But if life is that hard to the point where buying a comic book isn't on the agenda, then social media comic book fans should not be what's the word I'm looking for? Shouldn't be getting on people for not going on Marvel Unlimited or the DC app or going to the stores, because it's people don't have it like these top comic book creators. People don't have it like you, Sean. You know what I mean? Because life isn't all sunshine and rainbows where people can do that. People got responsibilities out here. People got kids. So it's saying, you're not a real fan if you pirate or go to these sites. Sorry, not sorry for what I'm telling you. So I don't know if anyone agrees with me when I say that, but by going on sites like Read Comics Online or whatever the case may be, it's understandable if someone goes on there when buying comics isn't available for them. But if they have the means, the time, and the funds to do so, then I do think that buying comics when you can is a preferred method and is the ideal method of doing it. So I agree and I do disagree with you. So I do think that a lot of y'all comic book guys, because again, I love comic books, but I'm the type of person who looks at it from a realistic lens. Unlike a lot of y'all diehards on this platform who don't, and that always gets on the back of people who don't get the opportunities that a lot of y'all do. And this isn't a diss at anybody. This isn't me knocking anybody. This is just me stating facts. And I know a lot of people who don't have those opportunities to get out and buy comics. Like for me, when I don't have the funds to just go buy comics on a regular, I sit in Barnes & Noble or I sit in a library and I read it. Or I go to a comic book shop If I can't buy it, I just sit in there and read it. Or if I can't get to one, I just read that joint online on one of those websites. So again, get off the back of people and be understanding. That's all I gotta say.